Non-autistic people are not like sitting around wondering if they're autistic. Like, they're not sitting around like compiling evidence and like reviewing like articles and doing quizzes and like trying to figure out what so-and-so meant from 4 years ago when they raised an eyebrow and you didn't comprehend the context of the tone in which they spoke. Okay, the non-autistic folk are not doing this. They're not doing this. They may in a moment be like, oh, that was a funny thing that somebody said to me. Oh, let me go about my day. Hey, hi, hello, Courtney Mermaid. Welcome back, my fishes, friends, autistic folk. My video's blowing up. Don't really know what to do about that. Kind of crazy. I love that it has finally reached those of you who I intended to actually see the video. But I've been setting this timer for half an hour every day and just going through and letting my phone read comments to me. There was one comment in particular. Why do you need a diagnosis? Why do you need it? What, you've made it 37, 36, 56, 58, 70 years. Why do you need this? Why do you need a diagnosis? Okay, why do you need a label? I'm gonna tell you. I have been struggling with this and how to actually answer this, because it's been such a common question. People always want to know, like, why did you need to do this to yourself? Why did you, and then more importantly, why did you need to make a video, a stupid video? Why did you have to do this? I'm telling you, like, this is something I haven't really mentioned anywhere. That video nearly ruined my existence, just so that you all know. I have managed to repair sort of some of the damage that was done by that video. I very nearly demolished like a whole chunk of my life with that video. So if you're thinking of making a video, just know that that was a very devastating thing that I did to myself. I had only good intentions. And my intentions were to reach you guys, which I did eventually, right? Eventually I did reach you guys. I found you guys 2 years later. Amazing, right? It was bad. It was bad. I was so devastated by what happened to me as a result of me making that video. This was on me, you know, but there were so many factors that came into play and so many things. There was also a lot, like an immense amount of good. And now I've got hundreds of comments still to go through. I don't know what thank you. Like, thank you for seeing me and acknowledging me and letting me know that I've helped you. You don't know what that means to me, because that's all that I wanted with that video. All that I wanted was to be heard, to feel heard. And lately in my life, it's been a whole other thing. It's really and truly our medical system, I'm telling you. But let's not get that discussion going in my comment section, please, because I know that every place has its problems and whatever. Why should you get a diagnosis? Why do you need a diagnosis? Why would you want a diagnosis? People don't seem to understand that it is fair for us to want to know ourselves better. I can't grasp when somebody says to me, they're like, well, why did you have to do this? And I'm just like, well, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? As far as we all know, we only get to exist in this world once. Whatever you believe. You've got proof for me, fine. As far as I'm aware, I only get one kick at the can. And I'm what? Gonna not make every effort to know myself better and to give myself, sounds selfish. I hear it. I hear what it sounds like. What I'm talking about is being the best version of myself, where I don't wake up and just wish that it was all over every single day and just wonder what it would be like to not be miserable 24 hours a day. Okay, so like, if you can relate to that and you haven't seen my autism diagnosis video, I've got it linked somewhere on the screen. There's like a little icon. Click that, come back, and we can continue on. I'm not a doctor. Nothing I'm telling you is medical advice. I have read the section on autism in the DSM-5. I am familiar with it. There are like boxes you need to check to get an autism diagnosis. I'm gonna tell you though, if you've done your research, right? There's gonna be resources linked down there somewhere. Go check them out. If you've done the quizzes, you've done your research, you've read up on it, You know yourself well. Maybe you've asked a couple of people in your life if you feel safe, because good Lord, like, be careful, please. It can be fun. And you are sure, here's what I want you to do. If you're like, well, Courtney, that's great. Where the hell am I supposed to go for a diagnosis? You can't find somebody. Here's what I want you to do, okay? Here's what sit down, because you're about to blow the whole thing wide open. I want you to start accommodating yourself. Don't you be putting it on anybody else. You're gonna do it for you to start. I'm also going to asterisk. We're gonna do one of those. And I'm just gonna say that at the time of me seeking my diagnosis, I was considered a low support needs autistic individual. I am not really a low support needs autistic individual, which is something we can get into in other videos. But I recognize that this is a spectrum, and what has worked for me may not work for you. So I want you to take from everything that I say only the things that resonate, the things that you find useful, and just chuck the rest, okay? Also, if you have helpful tips you'd like to share in the comment section down below, let's keep this going, because you guys were really cool in that video, and I want to hear more from you guys. I want to talk about this more, and I want us all to just be like helping each other, okay? So that's what this is good. That's what this whole thing's going to be. Now, first things first, should your budget allow for it, and if you're able to save up a little bit here and there to do some of the things that I'm going to suggest and recommend. Let's say suggest. I'm not going to recommend anything. I'm going to make some suggestions. Hey, hi, hello, super fast. I didn't mention it in this video, by the way. Recognize the videos all over the place. Please hang with me. There's a lot of good stuff in here, I swear. I didn't talk about headphones. So, noise canceling headphones. Are these outrageously expensive? Yes. Are they genius? Absolutely. Have they saved my frickin' existence? 1000%. Okay, so these are the Bose Quiet Comfort 45s, and they just pop on your head, right? They're adjustable, they're Bluetooth, they're miraculous. I live in these like 98% of the time, so I just wanted to pop that in super quick, because for whatever insane reason, I didn't mention it in this entire video. So, regular Courtney, you can continue on now. A weighted blanket. Boom. You're gonna go to Walmart, you're gonna grab yourself one. They're all over the place now. It's become like a really common occurrence to just find one. Now, the one that I have, I'm actually looking at it, it's 25 pounds, so I'm not about to lift that sucker up here to show you. I'd like to get one that's 10 pounds. And the ones that I see at Walmart range from, I think, 10 to 15 pounds. So if you've got a Walmart around you, weighted blankets, okay? That's the Amazon, if I can find something on Amazon. I will say one drawback to buying something online is not being able to feel the texture of the fabric. And for me, my weighted blanket, though it is supposed to be a very soft material, and it is for everybody else that has touched it, for me it is itchy. So I have to always use it with a blanket in between me and the thing. I would like to make a case for it. That's a whole other thing. Okay, 2, fidget toys out the wazoo. And here's the thing that nobody tells you. You're like, well, I suspect I'm autistic. Everybody wants me to get some fidget toys. You get the fidget toys and you don't know what to do with the fidget toys. Okay. 1 second. We can do a whole other video just on that. This is already going to be a long ass video. I can feel it. You never know where one of my videos is going to take you. Okay, so what we have here, and my collection is actually pretty tame when you compare it to the collections of other autistics, but it's heavy. Okay, this is my fidget bin. And in here is every kind of fidget you could probably imagine. I've got it all. I got everything. We've got, look, tangles. We've got these goo tubes. We've got slugs and whatever this is. It's a jellyfish. It's an octopus. We've got these squishy things that look kind of like boobs, if we're being totally honest. I've got a stack of pancakes. I've got, look at this. We've got slinkies. Okay, but here's what nobody tells you. Nobody tells you that you actually have to learn how to use fidget toys. That's out there. Am I right? You have to learn how to use fidget toys. So you're gonna get a bunch, and you're gonna find that some of them you like more than others. Like, there's some things in here that I cannot live without. And what you're gonna do once you have, we're gonna make a video. Let's make a video talking about fidget toys and like how to actually use fidget toys, because people get them and they're like, what am I supposed to do with this? You have to feel your fidget. Do you understand? You have to have the feelings that you're feeling come out in the fidget. That's why we fidget. That's why we fidget. Even my wedding ring is a fidget. I love that. Got that a long time ago. Before I knew the truth. I swear I'm a professional. This might be the most haphazardly I've ever put together a video in my life. I had somebody leave a comment, either it was today or yesterday, who was like, oh no, it's not called fidgeting, it's actually called stimming. Sweetheart, we don't do that on my channel. Okay, I use fidgeting and stimming sort of interchangeably here. So I just wanted to point that out. Okay, we're continuing on. Okay, the next thing that you're gonna do is find like comforting things, and you're gonna make like little baskets to leave around your house. This is all part of accommodating yourself, okay? And also, I don't know who needs to hear this, body brushes. Excuse you. I'm gonna have to cut that. There's a loose one. Not cool. I am somebody who needs to constantly be brushing. I have a brush in every room of the house and in my backpack. They're everywhere. I also keep a tube of Vaseline because I am an autistic who can't not have, if I have dry lips, like look out. I can feel them actually getting dry now. It's a whole thing. Hand cream. I'm one of those autistics. Gotta have the hand cream. I know that some of you are like, hand cream, but like I got it everywhere. Specifically one smell, okay? One of these guys. These guys are instrumental. If you want to do the hand flappies, I don't do like traditional hand. I do like the shaky fists. Nobody talks about the shaky fists. Why doesn't anybody talk about the shaky fists? I do the shaky fists. I don't do the hand flappies or like the flappies. I don't feel like I'm this kind of a person. Also, the Mermaid sewist hooks me up with that. Mwah. And then also a Rubik's Cube because I can solve it in like under a minute and a half, which is not amazing, but also. Okay? Right? Good. Are you taking notes? You better be taking notes. I'm so serious right now. I'm stuck. Okay. So this is a miracle of engineering. It's a miracle of engineering, Courtney. Why don't you tell them what it's called? What is it? It's called a sensory swing. A lot of the things that I'm mentioning in this video, I actually have links to in my Amazon affiliate shop. Now, it doesn't cost you any more or less to make purchases from my Amazon affiliate shop, but it does give me a small percentage of the sale if you would like to help support what it is that I'm doing here. Love that. If not, no pressure. You can just go find what it's called and see if you can find one locally. No problem. It's called a sensory swing. I go the whole time. I don't tell you what it is. It's amazing. I've been doing YouTube since 2011. Really? Oh yeah. And you need one. But you need to install it correctly, lest you fall and come crashing down and ruin your roof, because people have done that. So I had my husband install this one for me. But you can also get like hammock holders. Not hammock holders, but like those funny swings that kind of look like teardrops, and they have like the big arm that holds them. You can get one of those. Now those are expensive. Those are not cheap. Those are like $300-400. I see them around at like Canadian Tire. I'm like, oh, that'd be helpful, but I've got it in the ceiling, so who needs one? This is amazing. This is amazing. Hi. It's amazing because not only can I swing, right? I can hide from the world. It gives me deep pressure. It's kind of like a hug without having to touch another human being. Other things you're gonna do. You're gonna change your lighting. You're gonna put twinkle lights up frickin' everywhere. No bright lighting. Who needs that? No. You're gonna manage your temperature. Are you too hot right now? You got some anxiety right now? You too warm? Open a window. Turn on a fan. Do something. Get an ice roller. Stick an ice pack on your chest. You are no longer living your life for everybody else. You, in the comfort of your own home, in your own bedroom, in your own space, make it work for you. Because you know what? Damn, if you have to mask, you have to go out and you have to like pretend to be something else so that everybody else feels comfortable, because heaven forbid, somebody left like a beautiful comment. And I know that your intentions were well meant, but like, why should I have to pretend to be somebody else to make you comfortable? How's that a nice thing? Like, yes, I am, it's awkward because I am the person I am trying to portray with the mask, but the mask is fake. The mask isn't real. That's not what I'm really like. This is actually pretty close to what I'm really like on the regular. I'm a little twitchy. I'm a little all over the place. I'm a little intense. I make funny faces. I do funny things with my hands. I move around a lot. But why? Why should it be? And here's what really kills me is all the people who were like, oh, why do you need to have a diagnosis? Why do you need to, oh, why are you being so difficult? And it's kind of like, why are you being so difficult, actually? Like, why shouldn't I get to know myself better and make my life less difficult so that I can be a nicer person to be around? Not only for you, but for me too. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of goofy. If you really think about it. Like, who is actually more, who is actually more restrictive? Like, the autistic person? Or like the non-autistic individual who just cannot tolerate anything slightly different than themselves. It's so gross. It's so like, bleh. I don't even know what I'm gonna call this video. Because this was supposed to be like, why do you need an autism diagnosis? And then it turned into like tips for like what you need to do. When people give you a hard time for it though, know that that's actually a them problem. And I know, not everybody is as fortunate as I am. Sorry, you guys are crooked. Stop being crooked, okay? It's the weight of the phone. It's like, right? What's really hard for me to comprehend though is when somebody says to you, and this is like a true story, unfortunately. Somebody once said to me, well, I see you and you act a certain way on social media and you act a certain way in your videos and you are like you have it more together and like you're a certain way online. Why can't you do that for me? And at the time I didn't even really comprehend how, like, I was upset obviously when this was said to me at the time. And like as the years have gone by, it's so intriguing because one, this is my job. I know there's a lot of people in my life who still don't grasp this. Like I do this, like I do all of this, like mermaid tales and YouTube and all this. It's actually my job. I don't do anything else, just in case you were curious. Like I don't have another side job that I'm doing. I run an online shop, I run a Patreon, and I make YouTube videos. And like, that's what I do. I don't make a lot doing this, but it is what I do, okay? I just see a comment like the one that I got, and this person is obviously like, well, just because you relate to autistic things doesn't make you autistic. No, of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Checking the boxes, going through the criteria, and seeing what you meet does. But here, let me enlighten you all on just like a little kooky thing. I knew, like I figured it out at 25 years old. I saw a YouTube video and there was a person talking. I was like, oh, wow, I do that. That thing that they said, I relate to that. Oh my God, this is kind of freaky. This person is basically me. Holy cow. And from there, it all kind of snowballed. I knew. I did the research. I took the time. I figured it out. And I needed to figure it out because I deserve, and you deserve, to actually know yourself best. And to get all that you can out of life, all the enjoyment and all of the understanding and compassion and patience and wonder and adventure and things. Why should you get an autism diagnosis? Oh my God, why do you need to do that? Why do you have to do that? Like, why do you have to be such a... No. Really, people out there want to hold everything so tight. You have to conform, you have to, ooh, you know this is all fake, right? Like everything is fake, okay? The world could end tomorrow. Maybe I never post this video, who knows, right? All technology's gone, everything's gone, creature comfort's gone. I don't know, an asteroid hits us, whatever, a wave wipes us all out, the hand of God, I don't know, okay? None of this is real. Like, this is what I always say to people who give me a hard time for the mermaid stuff that I do. Oh, you're fake, you're fake, you're fake. Like, duh. But I want to live my life and I want to pretend to be a mermaid and enjoy an adventure that's fun and whimsical and gives my life some kind of different purpose that I actually resonate with, right? Right? Like, I don't get it. Like, stay in your lane. Like, people who have a problem with autistics wanting to accommodate themselves and know themselves better and take up space in this world, like, stay in your lane. It's so hard. And this is obviously something, like, I made that video and then I made the follow-up video and I didn't make a video. I haven't made a video about autism since, really. So now obviously that's changing hugely on my channel with this kind of content and whatnot. But I do want to talk about it. It's frustrating. You know, I do have a TikTok where I really don't see myself posting much over there anymore because it's sort of funny, right? You guys are all like, oh, we relate to you so much and like everything you say is so helpful and thank you so much for making this content and thank you, which bless you people for letting me know this. But I am so often met with like, just the wackiest of things, even from one autistic person to like another autistic person. Some of the things that I get, some of the comments I get and some of the things that I get, I'm just like, why are you like this? I actually am allowed to take up space. And this was something that over the last 2 years, I've really kind of come to terms with, right? Like I'm not that I was ever really a pushover, but I was definitely a people-pleasing monster where it was like, oh no, yeah, no, I agree. And I don't do that anymore. I mean, I can't. It broke. Like the head just cracked open and a whole mess of crap came out, right? Love it. Thank you, Phoebe Buffet. 30 minutes of recording. What have I really said to you guys? I guess I wanted to say thank you, first and foremost. As of me recording this, the video's at like 31,000 views or something crazy. I haven't checked. I'm blown away. I am stunned that there are so many of you out there like seeing this now. It feel like I made this video for you guys. I made this for you. Like, ask me your questions. I'll do what I can. Obviously, there are going to be things that are going to be different depending on what country you're in and whatnot. But if you've got questions you want me to answer, you want me to teach you how to use fidget toys? Good. You want me to show you how I accommodate like everything in my life? Like, good. I will do that for you. You want tips and tricks and whatever? I can do it. Please be specific so that it takes a little bit, because I'll make a video like this and I'll cover like 58 different things in one video. So like, let me know what you guys would like to see and I'll do it. I'll just do it. We'll go out, we'll have some fun. I don't know. This is what my channel is going to be moving forward. I got a little notification from YouTube that's like, oh, the majority of your viewership isn't watching your latest video. It's like, oh gosh, YouTube, I'm so scared. Like I was going to quit YouTube. Right? I was going to quit. And then that video blew up. That video blew up and you guys found me. Finally found me. And I was like, oh, okay, well, you know what? I got a little bit of steam left. Because the overlap between the people who like this stuff, the mermaid stuff, and the people who are like me is quite crazy. So I don't know. We're just going to roll with it. We're going to have some fun. That's going to be it for like one of the most random videos I've ever made. I do want to hear from you guys. Leave me your comments. Ask me your questions. I take time to respond, okay? The autism does not allow for quick responsiveness, okay? So I have a timer and every day I set it for half an hour and I try to get through as many comments as possible. So that's my disclaimer. Same goes with the emails. I set a timer and I get through what I can get through. Time-sensitive stuff up at the top. I love you guys. I see you guys. And I appreciate you guys. Don't give up. Use the resources. Accommodate yourself. And even if you have to keep it to yourself for now, keep it to yourself and make it your truth. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. I love you, and I will catch you all in my next video. Happy swimming.